Welcome to JHL Cinema Clash. In today's episode, we are going to be having movie debates and giving our honest takes. On to you, Heido.
I'm going to start off with the first question. What popular movies everyone pretends are good?
Scary movie.
I could agree there.
Scary movie? Like the funny one? I'm sorry, but those first two, I don't care what nobody says. Those first two was fire.
So yeah, the first two were fire, but I don't know
it got crazy.
If he means after that, yeah.
It's just not funny to me, bro. Like,
not even the first two?
Not even the first two?
It's not, bro. I mean, I come from an era where, you know, you had Friday, right? The comedy there was, to me, on point from the dad all the way down to the crackhead. To then Scary Movie, where it's just too crazy to me, bro. I don't know.
I thought it was funny. So I got a little bit of a hot take with that. I don't know if it's the movie or it's the character, but I feel like there's a lot of people that look at Scarface and they know about the character more instead of the movie telling, like the storytelling of the movie. So I can see it like it being more famous because of Scarface than the movie itself.
Well, Laz is going to agree with you with that one because Laz didn't really like Scarface.
So I like Scarface, right? Because the gangster part of it. Mm-hmm. But to your point, Jay, I thought that it was poor acting on Al Pacino's part. Like, he didn't even speak good Spanish. His Spanish was shit. It was horrible for a guy who just came from Cuba.
Well, I can't say that either because his acting wasn't bad. He gave a nostalgia take to it. Like, everybody knows that movie because of him, point blank. And the shit. Well, probably it's because of the words that he say, like "say hello to my little friend" is so catchy. Or just shit like that.
Que más carne ni más carne. That guy was a great actor.
Sandwich, man.
Manolo, A1, bro. Which, by the way, Manolo also has horrible Spanish. But he at least speaks Spanish, so he was able to pull that role off. But
okay.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I got two, and one of them I know I'm gonna get cooked in the comments, but I don't give a shit. Harry Potter sucks. Every single one. From the 1 to the 7 or 8, whatever, how many y'all got, to me it was I couldn't finish them. I fell asleep for the most part. I couldn't finish it. The story didn't capture me. To me,
they had
Harry
great
Potter
storytelling.
It was mid to me. To me, it was just okay.
You are so wrong there. Well,
it is my take.
I respect the opinion, but you know,
so
Harry
to
Potter's...
my opinion, it's mid at best. Okay. Lord of the Rings to me is top tier over that one, and then I got another one that everybody loves too, Avatar. The blue guys, man, they're long. Their storytelling is okay. The visual effects, now that's top tier. One of the best visual effects that you can have. From the tree to like the flying, all of that is great. But the actual storytelling and to me it was too long. It's too long of a movie. I didn't enjoy them. None of the two. So
I can see
that's my hot take. Y'all can cook me in the comics. I don't give a fuck. Suck my dick. What are some actors who always play the same character?
Super easy for me. When Heido asked me this question, he was like,
besides Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because we all know that motherfucker is the same guy all the way through.
So for me, it's Ryan Reynolds. He's the same guy in all the movies. He's the loud guy that makes funny jokes. He's comedic and everything. And if you look at all his movies, even the serious ones, it hits for him.
That's very true, actually. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, but it's something that it works for him. You understand? It's nothing against him either. Vin Diesel's another guy that he plays a role that the serious badass dude that doesn't talk much.
True. I have a couple too. Jason Statham is the first one on my list. I mean, he is Jesus Christ. And to Jay's point, just like he said about Ryan Reynolds, it works for him. Mm-hmm. But it's so redundant already, man. Like I'm not even excited about Mutiny, to be honest with you, even though the trailer looks good.
The working class man that fights. It's literally his movies. Up. That's actually one of the ones that I was gonna use. I'm not even gonna lie. To me, he's the same guy in Transporter. He was a Uber driver before Uber was a thing. He's the B guy. He's always working. He's a working guy that can whip people's ass. That's his MO all the way through.
But movie quality are really good. And it's,
yeah,
like we said,
his fighting is good. We're not taking away from the movies.
Yeah,
we're just saying
not
the
at
person.
Yeah,
they just play the same person.
They're comfortable. They're comfortable what they like to do, and they can get away with it because they do it so good.
There's a signature script for these actors, and it just seems like it's always the same, you know.
Well, to me, that's Kevin Hart. To me, Kevin Hart is that guy now, where he's the loud, funny, short guy. And that's kind of what his role is now. Central Intelligence, it was like that with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The one that they played groomsman, I forgot what that was.
I know what you mean.
Again, same thing. It was every movie Jumanji, he plays the same exact character dressed for safari.
Yeah.
But the loud, funny, trying to be funny guy. Now, mind you, I enjoy his movies just like I enjoy The Rock's movies, but these guys play the same exact character. It's just who they are. Movies that would be better if they were never made.
You're going to hate me for this one, Hyro, but Thor Love and Thunder, it will be way better if it was never made. They made him. They made
so I'm not gonna hate you for that one. That's
okay. So thank you, because he is such a powerful character that they made him look goofy. They did way too much jokes that did not make sense, and they wasted such a great villain in that movie. Such a waste of talent that it's ridiculous.
And I thought Gore played a great part. To your point, I felt like he could have been so much more for the Thor franchise.
And when
I'm not gonna hate on that one.
There were certain things that didn't make sense in the movie when you pay attention to it. That's my take with it.
I'm gonna have to go with Supergirl. I think I don't even gotta get into details.
Fair.
Super
fair.
We should have took that budget and I don't know, fucking did something else with it, but certainly not that movie.
I agree.
So I know people are gonna again hate me in the comments, but to me, the Joker movies, I could have been without both of them. To me, I know a lot of people love those movies, and the acting was great. To me, it was the first one was mid. The first one was mid, and the second one was a musical. And I know how I feel about the musical.
We all know how you feel.
The thing is, I feel like, man, superheroes and villains are a thing, right? They're their own entity. Trying to make it into a musical just kind of throws off what I feel superheroes and villains should be, right? It doesn't mean that I'm right or wrong, but I just feel that way.
You're right. I agree with you 100%. Why make it a musical when
it has its own feel to it? You know, it has its own entity. It has its own presence. You know,
which I don't want to create hate between me and you right now, but I think the first one was pretty good. I actually enjoyed the first one. The second one, you do happy with the musical. You know how I feel with musicals also.
To me,
but the first one was good.
Here's the thing. The thing is, I feel like Joker's, to your point with Thor: Love and Thunder, Joker's such a powerful presence for DC, right?
Mm-hmm.
I expected more from Joker because he's literally on the Mount Rushmore of villains. If you spoke to any villains, Joker's one or two top tier villain. And when we speak about having presence on screen, we speak about guys like Heath Ledger and Jack Nicholson, where they had a presence as Joker, where Joaquin Phoenix, nothing against him, great actor, is just, he wasn't for me. His Joker wasn't the Joker that I'm accustomed to. Even the Batman animated series Joker was fire. The way he captured the audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was a fucking killer. And I just felt like he didn't bring that to me. You know?
And at times he even overshadowed Batman in the series. That's how good the Joker was. Now that we're on the topic of DC though, The Flash, another movie that should not have been made. That
absolutely.
guy ruined The Flash for me. You know, because he came off of such a great series to then here's a major film And they ruined it, bro. They ruined it.
Not only that, the CGI in the beginning of that movie was so bad.
The way he runs.
So bad. So bad. So bad, bro.
Ridiculous, bro.
But then again, it's DC, guys. We can't expect that much from them. We can't. We go with this every time, that they love to fuck up what they have good. They find a way how to fuck it up. They're notorious for that.
They find a Lantern.
No,
at least.
Lantern's hitting.
From the
if
back.
you haven't checked it out, if you haven't checked out Lantern, go ahead and check it out, and then check out our review on it.
Yep.
What's the worst movie take we've ever heard?
Well, right now on this podcast with Harry Potter. Harry Potter's a big one for me.
I have one.
Take.
I have one that I've been arguing with Hyro about this for years. Since I found out that he liked
this guy
superheroes.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck was a great Batman. I think him as Batman was good, very good actually.
Well, it's crazy because it wasn't my cup of tea. That Batman for me wasn't my cup of tea. He probably played it good into
but
your eyes.
But Harry Potter, so it's hard for me to take
Harry Potter.
serious.
So the thing with Harry Potter is there's a huge audience with that movie. They have one of the top villains. They have one of the top villains. They have one of the top villains. Their storytelling is great. They started with great CGI because they were
that's your opinion.
Ones. But hey, they can get out and on the comments. Harry Potter is their saga. Their whole saga is pretty good with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's weirdos like you that like those. Just like it's weirdos that like me that like superheroes. It's just what it is.
Not the superheroes that much as the anime with me, but we don't want to get into that.
I like anime too. Because this motherfucker, he don't like anime. He says that they be talking in their head.
How they be saying?
Let him know.
Anime for me is a little trash. When you hear them talking into their head and then the girls, you'd be like, what the fuck happened there? What the fuck?
What anime you be watching?
Yeah, well, hey, just look at them. You'd be like, what the fuck just happened? I don't know. It's not my cup of tea either. But Harry Potter is.
One of the takes that I've heard, and I know us three don't agree with this take, but saying that The Dark Knight is not a top 10 superhero movie. To me, it's
crazy.
It's easily probably top 5. Period.
I think a lot of people got lost with the third one. I could say
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Dark Knight Rises, because the other two were good.
Well, I'm talking about just the Dark Knight, like the Joker one. To me,
okay,
the way Batman was portrayed, the way Joker was portrayed, the way he was like, oh, let me show you a magic trick, and he stabs the pencil on the desk and he makes it disappear and like da yo, that's one of my favorite clips of that movie. It's one of my favorites.
The scene when he's walking out of the hospital, that was so organic, and you could tell that it was something that happened naturally. Right, because they gave a breakdown of how that actually occurred. When he was hitting that damn detonation button and it wouldn't go off, and he kept tapping and tapping, and then the explosion went off and it startled him. Dude, you don't get that kind of acting, but with top tier actors like
but this again, this is what happens when you get crazy actors with crazy villains and put that together, and well, you know what happened in the end of that movie, but.
Yeah,
but you know, it was a good movie. It's a good joke.
Well,
so.
You know, when he clicked on the button, it was supposed to detonate right off the
right
first
there and
hit.
there. Yep, and
it didn't. He started smacking at it, and he kept flowing with the movie like.
And it startled him.
Yo, my shit was fucked up.
Shit.
The same scene when he jumped off the money cliff. That was organic also.
When he hit the guy in the face with the stack
did you hear that he hit him hard as fuck?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, yo, he wasn't supposed to throw the money at me. He threw it, hit him in the face. He said, yo, he hit me mad hard.
He said, gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Heath Ledger, definitely a great actor. He definitely quit on us. He quit on us before he should have. He definitely quit on us before he should have.
Yeah.
What movie opinions would get you canceled? And I'm gonna say mine before you get yours, Jay. That way you can kind of know what we Okay. Before you go, Chris.
I'm gonna go with your flow.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna keep it safe.
The Godfather isn't enjoyable for the casual fan.
What you think about that, lads?
If you're a casual fan and not a mafia fan, you would think that it was boring.
Yeah, I could agree with that. The thing is, it's a very long movie. I'm not even talking about the three of them. I'm just the first one is super long. It's like 3 hours, bro, and a lot of it is just dialogue. So you gotta really enjoy cinema to enjoy that kind of movie, right? Like there's so much about that movie that was great, but again, it takes. You can't be a casual movie watcher to enjoy it. You gotta.
I
really
agree with you there. Yeah, you do have to really like it because, to be honest, I'm good with the first one. I felt like the second one they were pushing, and the third one for me was trash. I did not like the third one at all. My opinion.
Yeah, I feel you. That's how I take as well. Because to me, they were all fire, all three of them.
Oh nah, well,
I enjoyed all three.
Yeah.
Great movie or just nostalgia?
So I got one that might, bother some people, but what you guys think about Beetlejuice? Is it more a nostalgic movie or is this more of a movie that is good?
For sure, it's nostalgia. The first one was okay, right? It was to me, it wasn't.
Well, let's just talk about the first one because the second one was pretty trash.
Yeah, the second one was, most people like the second one because of nostalgia. Yeah. But the first one was okay at best. It wasn't like, oh my God, this movie's the greatest movie ever to come out. And
what's crazy about that movie is that he did such a good job as Beetlejuice that it had me thinking, and I was talking with my daughter earlier about this, I can almost see him playing a version of the Joker. That's how good he did at Beetlejuice. And it's weird to say that, right? Because he played Batman as well. But I could kind of see him playing a version of the Joker. I don't know.
I mean, now that you say it, I can see it too. I could definitely see something like that. To me, and I know Jay's probably going to hate on, but that Space Jam movie, the second one, man.
Well, I'm not going to hate because, like I said, I'm a LeBron fan, but
ruined the nostalgia.
Yeah,
I don't care how much of a fan of him you are, Jay.
No, the movie was trash.
That movie was as bad as his hairline.
and I'm gonna keep it a buck. Even the Michael Jordan one was okay.
Yeah, so the Michael Jordan one, the monsters were cool.
Was carried by the Looney Tunes and the Monstars. Mm-hmm. But Michael Jordan's acting was not top tier. Wasn't.
No.
It reminded me of the commercials that he used to do. Yeah, it reminded me of that.
Just say no.
His performance, his acting performance there was like his baseball career. It was pretty trash.
Yeah, actually, his baseball career wasn't trash. Let's be clear on that. It was.
They were telling him what pitch was going. They were telling him what pitches were going to him. Let's not get into sports. Exactly. Yeah. We don't want to get into sports. Don't do it to yourself.
We know what's going on with sports with you, buddy. All right, guys, and I got another one for you guys. Which movie franchise has fallen off the hardest?
I think everybody could fucking agree with Fast and the Furious. Everybody. It was part 1, part 2, Tokyo Drift, and they should have stopped there.
I would say that.
I got up to 5 or 6.
I don't know how.
With Don Omar and Tego, I had to.
Because you're Puerto Rican. Yeah, so because we're Puerto Rican, so we had to look at it. Yeah.
I would agree with y'all, but the fact that they're still making those movies and the franchise continues to generate so much money, the numbers don't lie. But I am not a fan of it. I'm over it already. I think the one that has really fallen off big time, and Jay's gonna hate me for saying this, is Chucky. We had a very short-lived span of Chucky when you really think about it.
Part 1, part 2.
That's it.
Once it got,
and then they went off the rails, bro.
So I agree with you there. But there's another one we also saw. Saw was good, and they fell off because it was the same shit. The same thing with The Purge. It was the same shit. When you give us too much of the same shit, and The Purge, the first one was badass.
The thing
and
with the
then
Purge
they
is
kept on.
you can't make that a franchise because the name implies purging, right? Like you should really say, okay, we got to do 3 and then milk those 3. That's it. You can't do anything else from there. Like what else are
I
you gonna
enjoyed
keep
all
doing?
of them.
Yeah, they were good.
Even
They
the
were
show.
good.
Even the show. They
The
had a
show was
show.
good.
I thought the show was far.
But if you come to see, it was the same shit over and over again.
It's repetitive.
Yeah.
Well, the one that I'm gonna say, you know me, I like to comment hunt. You know, Jurassic Park.
That's a big one.
It's all the same after the first one. After the reboot, the first one was good, and then it was a repetition of the first one to the second one to the third one. I feel like it's same
But they're
thing.
dinosaurs. What are they supposed to do?
Give me a different storyline, but it's the same storyline.
Yeah. They did the different storyline in the last one.
They escaped. We have to capture them. Oh,
so
now they've mutated. We don't know what else to do. Let's mutate these motherfuckers.
But then we can say the same thing about superhero movies. They're all the same thing over and over again.
They're not. There's a different plot to all of them. There's a different villain. It's not the same.
And
but there's different
dinosaurs. It's the same dinosaur.
They mutated him. It was pretty good. You can't hate on it.
It wasn't. It wasn't. After the first one, the second it's gonna go down the list. Even the original Jurassic Parks, right? The first one was amazing because it was a new thing. The second one was okay. We got the same storyline, but cool. And then the third one was like, fuck it, let's just throw all this shit together. Mix up all the fucking dinosaurs.
I see what Heido's saying.
This is what we got.
It was it got so bad to the point that we got the end of Oak Street. It got that bad that we ended up with that bullshit.
So don't get me wrong, I enjoy dinosaur movies. I enjoy them. But it has to be where it's something different. You can't give me the same.
But there's so much you can do with it. Yeah, I understand. I see where you're coming from now.
There's so much more. There's so much more you can do than just, hey, they escaped. Now we have to protect each other. And hopefully we don't die. Like, okay, cool. Like, there's only so much of that you can watch and be like, all right, guys, I'm cool with it. Stop giving me the same, you know? That's just my opinion, right?
Yeah, I can kind of see what you mean, though.
But I know I'm going to get cooked this whole one, but suck my dick again, like I said. So I have this question. I kind of have been waiting for this one because I kind of wanted to see what's your guys' take on this. Movies versus TV shows. Which one tells a better story?
I can answer this one first, Jay, if you don't mind. Right. I'm going to go with series. I'm going to go with series, TV shows, because you have so much time to tell a story. Where in a movie, you got 3 hours to really jam all that in there and hope that you do a good enough job at spacing everything out to where it doesn't seem too cluttered and you can get your point across. But I gotta go series for sure.
So I have to disagree with you. I think it's movies, and the reason why, I feel like when there's a movie, if it's written correctly, like I've always told you guys, I'm really at it where it's coming to directing. If they do it correctly, you have a great story, and you don't have to wait 5 seasons to understand the story. You understand? So we get 3 hours of a movie that, if it was correctly directed, we got it. But they both go both ways. They could happen to the shows, and it could happen to movies. But I'm more on movies. I enjoy them a little bit more.
So to me, it's more towards the director than the actual movie or series. And here's the reason why. If you go Marvel, right? Marvel TV shows are not good. But if you go Marvel movies, they're amazing. Now, if you go DC route, DC movies, not so good. But DC shows, really good. See what I'm saying? So it's all depends on who's writing the story. Who's directing, whose vision are we because there's shows that are amazing, that I feel like they shouldn't be movies, that they should be shows because they're so good, right? And then there's movies that I believe are amazing too, like Endgame. Imagine Endgame trying to be a show. To me, it'll
be too long.
it'd be too long, right? Where the movie gave it exactly what we needed. Imagine Spider-Man Brand New Day being a show. To me, no, they gave us what we needed in the time frame, and it gave us wanting more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus a show you would have had to wait every Tuesday or every whatever the fuck they came out, all that bullshit. So to me, it's more who's telling the story versus who, versus what it is,
Yeah, and like we said before, I feel like shows are more made for you to fall in love with a certain character, to introduce them into following movies, at least superhero wise. You understand? That's my take with shows. Shows are great. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy them, but I will enjoy more movie storytelling than a show, an episode.
All right, I have another one. Video game movies. Why are they so hard to get right?
I can say the fans. I can say the fans that truly play the video games are really hard on the movies.
Last of Us was good.
So there's certain ones that work. There's certain ones that don't. See, that one worked. What was it? A show. Now, coming down to a movie, would it work the same way? Like what happened to Resident Evil. See, Resident Evil, the game is great. Everybody loves Resident Evil. But when it comes down to the movie, didn't hit the same.
Well,
and the excitement is not the same. The Resident Evil,
the very beginning,
first of the 1 or 2,
first 1 and 2. Yeah, first 1 and 2. Because
I think what's happening too, especially nowadays, is people are not really playing games for the storyline anymore. So it's very hard for you to take a game nowadays
and
say I'm going to make a movie out of this. And if you don't know the storyline of it, that's what's going to throw you off. You're going to be like Halo, as an example, right? When they came up with the Halo's TV show, a lot of people didn't really take to that show so well, even though it was very well produced. The actors were great, but it's because a lot of people didn't really know the Halo story. They never really played the storyline in the game. They played that shit online, and that was it. Well, so I think that's really the biggest problem nowadays.
So you have a great point there. It's because there's more cross-playing and multiplayer playing than playing the story. Because when they're doing story games nowadays, it's more, if you come to see, it's more kid movies. We got Minecraft, Mario, Sonic. It's more kid-friendly that the kids, the really young ones, are not multiplaying. They're playing by themselves. So it still hits that audience.
Remember God of War is coming with a series, though, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, it comes out with a show.
That's literally all story. There is no online play.
Yeah, we also had Assassin's Creed, which was along those lines too, where it was kind of like an ancient assassin of sort. And
I didn't like the movie.
Took well to the movie, but I wasn't a big fan of the movie.
No, I wasn't a fan of it.
But I also didn't play the game, so.
Okay.
The game was fire.
The game was cool.
The movie, not so much.
No.
It was okay at best. Well, guys, that's all we have for you. Go ahead and like, follow, subscribe. And if you don't, you already know what time it is.
Cool.
Yeah. Pop in, burning like this, ain't checking my wrist. 30's my shit.